Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Box Talk with Luis Madrid. Today we are joined by up-and-coming local ring announcer, Razor Ramon Hedges, out of Mesa, Arizona. How are you doing today, bro?
I'm doing good, man. Thank you for asking.
Awesome, for sure. Well, thank you so much for giving me a little time today. I appreciate it. I know that your name's been moving a lot recently. In the beginning, you would kind of just do smaller shows, and they were far apart from each other. And now you're just busy. If I'm not mistaken, I believe you're signed to Del Sol, but you've worked with a lot of the local companies and fights and stuff. So, how does it feel to be getting that recognition now recently for all your hard work?
Oh man, it's a dream come true. When I started all of it, I didn't think it was gonna get. I believed in myself that I was gonna get to that point, but to get this busy, it's been such a blessing, especially working with Del Sol and being able to work with especially OG boxing promotions too, and working with other different promotion teams. It's been such a great experience to do it, and it's been wild, especially walking into a room and people already know who I am. It's something surreal, and I wouldn't trade it for the world.
There we go. And so, how did you get introduced to this? How did you start announcing, or what kind of triggered you to want to start doing this? And is there anybody that either you looked up to back then or look up to now and maybe study?
Well, I started ring announcing because of my boxing coach, Randy Robles. Uh, we were in the gym one day, and there was these two pros training to fight for a pro fight coming up, and I had just fake announced them in the ring, and Randy heard me, and he was like, "Hey, I think that's your calling." And at first, I was kind of like, I don't know, but it's something I always wanted to do as a kid. I always dreamed about doing it. I would turn the TV on mute, and I would just ring announce whatever was going. Most of the time, it was WWE, but sometimes it was boxing, and I would just ring announce the fighters before they would come out. So Randy got me into it, and then from there, I started doing interviews little by little, just building up, learning how to talk to people, learning how to ask questions, and then there was one day I was doing commentating for Fight Hard Promotions, and a man named Gabriel Barderama was sitting behind me, and he heard me, and from there he gave me an opportunity to ring announce, and after that, that's when Razor Ramon ended up coming into play for ring announcing. And
There you go.
ever since then, I've just been working hard.
Awesome, man. Congrats. And so, I know that, well, obviously being an announcer, you're on one part of the game. But it sounds like you want to go ahead and try the other side of the game, which
Yeah.
is potentially, fighting or just taking on. You decided that you wanted to take on one amateur fight. So,
Right.
how did you come about with that decision to decide to take on at least one fight? And now that you're training like a fighter and you're seeing how crazy that regimen is, how hard is it really?
Well, it's something I've had in the back of my head, and I'm sure you see my style. I like to be different. I like to be unique, especially with ring announcing. But it's something I've always wanted to do. I've been training hard, since I met Coach Randy back in 2016, and it was actually a little bit of my idea, but his idea. He's like, you know what? It'd be nice to have one amateur bout, and I've been training really hard for the last 30 weeks. I've cut down a lot of pounds. I believe it was 227. Now I'm 209. So I've been working hard, and it's not easy. It's definitely not easy because you got to watch the eating. You got to work out. You got to definitely know what you're putting into your body. And it's, I give props to these local fighters that do it for a living, and I'm only doing it for just one. I couldn't imagine doing it every single time, but it's a lot of hard work, but it's definitely worth it because my body feels better, and just working out every day, running up a mountain in Tempe, and then going to the gym, and then training at Robles Boxing in Coolidge every morning. I feel like I'm getting enough work in where I'm going to be ready for that one amateur bout that I'm training for.
And you're 100% sure that regardless of the result, it's just one and
Yeah,
done?
regardless of the result, just one. I'm gonna have it just to say I did it, and no matter what. But I'm gonna give my 100% into that one bout, so I do come out with the win. that's what I have in my head. I don't really have, if I win or lose, I want to win that, and I'm going to keep training hard to do that.
Awesome. Another thing recently, kind of, I guess, just to add to the resume, even though it wasn't announcing necessarily, but you recently got to help Michelle Rosario with the top rank card and work with her out there in Tucson. For someone being such a huge boxing fan as both of us are, how cool was it to basically spend a whole fight week around so many, big name fighters that we watch on TV?
Oh man, it was like a movie, but I was super blessed to get the opportunity. Matter of fact, that was the third time I was able to work with Michelle, because she had me work with her the first top ranked show in Glendale when Ray Beltran fought Petraza, and the second one was in Tucson, and that's when Berchel fought, and then Navarrete and Dogbe fought for the second time. And I've been super blessed to get those opportunities, and actually super thankful to call her my friend. But to be working the whole week there during a fight week, and being able to be around the behind the scenes stuff, it's crazy, because people, like, when you and I watch it on TV, it's like it's there. But when you're there and you're working behind the scenes, you see the events that lead up to help make that show possible. And I was doing fighter liaison that whole week, so I was able to be in the van with Gabe Flores, and that was awesome. Being able to be in the van with him for media day, and then walking around with him, being able to talk to him, and then definitely one big treat was being able to sit with Miguel Cotto and his promotion team during the fight, and have a small conversation with him, take a picture with him. It was awesome, and it makes you realize how important the people behind the cameras are, and I hope I get to do it again. But definitely awesome. I wouldn't trade that either. That was awesome to be able to experience.
Very cool, man. And today it is fight night. It is Saturday night. We're
That's
about an hour away from fight night. So we got Canelo planned today. I got to get your take on it. How do you see it going down tonight?
Well, Caleb Plant, he's very confident. I like that. So is Canelo, but this is nothing new for Canelo. Caleb Plant, this is his fourth fight in 2+ years. This is Canelo's fourth fight in 11 months. So, I want to give the benefit of doubt, because there has been a lot of upsets in the sport lately. But you know what? With Canelo being so active right now, I got to give it to Canelo respectfully. I think he will either stop him or knock him out within 8 to 9 rounds. I got to give it that. That's my prediction. But just because he's been so much more active, I got to give it to him.
There we go. And then the final thing is two things. Just any final messages or anything that you want to give out to your supporters, to anybody that supports you and watches you. Do you want to give out any social media? And then one other thing is, I know you have a bunch of shirts with your logo on it that
Right.
you just made. So how can people get those shirts to support you and follow you on social media and all that good stuff?
Okay, so first off, to the people that bought the shirts, you guys went off. I think I sold about 75 shirts, 75, 73. But to everybody that bought a shirt, thank you so much for buying a shirt for me. Those shirts are kind of important to me. I wanted to show representation to our culture, the Mexican American culture. You guys can message me through my Facebook, which is Ramon Hedges, or you can go to my Instagram, which is razor_Ramon Hedges, and you can message me if you want there. They're $15 a piece. I bought a couple extras in small, medium, large, XL, and 2X. So to anybody that wants to buy one, just go ahead and message me. I'd like to thank Team Del Sol for always, pushing me to be better each show, getting me out there. Gabriel Badarama, definitely thank you so much. My parents, my whole family, and definitely my friends. I have a small group of friends, but they always make it a priority to go to any event that I'm announcing for. So I can't thank them enough. And to everybody that always show support and love to my posts and to whatever I'm doing. Thank you so much. But yeah, if you guys would like a shirt, definitely message me on Facebook or on Instagram. They're really cool. They're black, and then they have the Colores de Mexico on there. So it's something, this shirt is something special to me, and I hope that the people that bought it will love it just as much as I do.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate you giving me a little bit of time today, man. Thank you for joining me before fight night. And there you have it, Razor Ramon Hedges. God bless you. Box Talk with Luis Madrid.
I appreciate you.